This is 8 Minutes, a podcast helping you understand the energy and climate challenge in just a few minutes. I'm your host, Paul Schuster. How much time do you spend thinking about your supermarket's role in the energy transition? Less than 8 minutes? I get it. But your local grocer may be doing a lot more than you think. Kathy Loftus of Retail Business Services, an operating company of Ahold Delhaize USA, is thinking about their own sustainability journey, as well as how to build for resiliency so that the supermarket can remain a center point of the community during times of extreme weather or power outages. From refrigeration to packaging to EV charging and storage, Kathy and I discuss a wide range of issues that are shaping the sustainable supermarket of tomorrow. 8 minutes. It's how long it takes for the sun's rays to hit Earth, or about how long it takes for me to get into my local supermarket, locate, buy, and consume an entire pint of Ben & Jerry's Chunky Monkey ice cream. Don't judge, and let's get it on. You may not be familiar with Ahold Delhaize, but you've probably heard of some of their supermarket brands. Kathy Loftus works for Retail Business Services underneath the Ahold umbrella, and I'll let her explain a bit more.
We are an operating company under Ahold Delhaize and ADUSA, Ahold Delhaize USA, are 5 great local brands: Hannaford, Stop and Shop, Food Lion, The Giant Company, and Giant Foods.
Ahold has bold ambitions to reach their net zero aspirations by 2040, and Kathy's team is a big part of their plan on how they're going to get there. But supermarkets aren't just normal commercial buildings. They contribute even more emissions than, say, an office building.
Supermarkets have an even higher per square foot contribution because they include refrigeration systems and other direct impacts from refrigerant gases.
Those refrigerants are not only huge consumers of energy, but they can be a source of emissions on their own as well. Over time, the type of refrigerant we use has gotten more sophisticated. Think back to how old refrigerants used to be tied to ozone depletion. Well, we've changed those out, but unfortunately today's refrigerants are worse around their global warming potential. As such, supermarkets are really sensitive to the leakage of these high-impact chemicals.
Because of all the different ways the systems are installed, and you've got vibration and you've got other issues, there can be refrigerant leaks. And when that refrigerant gas leaks, it contributes significantly to greenhouse gas emissions. So that is something that we've got a really good handle on when we think about refrigerant leak detection systems or refrigerant management system, and moving toward the refrigerant gases that have a lower global warming potential.
But even beyond refrigerants, supermarkets are big consumers of energy. As such, Kathy's team has already tackled many of the low and not so low hanging fruit. Stores have shifted to LED lighting, doors have been installed on refrigerator cases. They're looking at variable speed drives to better control HVAC systems or nighttime systems to better manage off-hour usage. But Ahold isn't stopping just there.
And now we're taking that to the next level and using what we would call not quite AI, artificial intelligence, but high-level technologies, including sub-metering where possible, but otherwise using algorithmic predictability from set points within the stores to really have a near real-time view into how our store is using energy and when, so that we can change the load profile when we need to. We can optimize our refrigeration and HVAC set points so that they are truly operating as efficiently as possible. And then we can catch if something's about to fail or if there's something that is causing an energy exception. We can see that more readily and act on it more readily.
And beyond the direct emissions that Ahold stores are responsible for, the Scope 1 and Scope 2 emissions in Climate Talk, the company is also working with suppliers around packaging, delivery methods, and their embedded emissions in order to reduce greenhouse gases all the way down through the supply chain.
The largest suppliers, we meet with them, we ask, what are your programs, what are you doing? And we're also trying to influence sort of how they use energy, what type of packaging are they using.
Or, for that matter, looking at electrifying the fleet of delivery trucks dropping off produce every day, a challenge that is not easy to solve.
Now we talk about the large tractor trailers there are so many challenges with those because it's trying to have those charges last long enough for those over the highway trips. But then it's, again, where are they going to charge? And the infrastructure to charge those is significant. So while we know it's an honorable goal, it's a goal we need to get to, we need, again, that coalition of folks to really understand the challenges and help us move that technology.
And the supermarkets are looking at the other end of the value chain as well. How can they help customers make better, more sustainable choices in the types of products that they buy and how they buy it?
Our footprint and impacts go greater than buildings, and it's how we source certain products, how we help our customers understand what they can do to change their impacts, and clearly we have to be considering what our customers want, but we can also help the journey in providing awareness and some more information around what their choices can have as impacts.
At the end of the day, Kathy and Ahold recognize that it's going to take a coalition of suppliers, customers, utilities, policymakers, engineers, and such to help reach these sustainability commitments.
There's a circularity to all of this as well, where communities understand where their products are coming from, where their electricity mix is coming from, where their deliveries come from, and there's more of an awareness and an understanding of why we've all got to work together to make the grocery of the future a more sustainable and reliable experience.
I'm Paul Schuster, and this has been your 8 Minutes.